Hello, hello. I'm a little bit late today, about 7 minutes, and I'm over here on Instagram, and hopefully you guys can hear me on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. Let me just check my audio is going through. All right, audio is good, and let me switch so that y'all can see me. All right. Well, man, it's been a rough night last night for me. Woke up about 3 times because one of my kids was not sleeping well, and had to just check up on her. And I slept in. I slept in very late today, actually, which is kind of good, but kind of bad because I get a late start to my day. But thanks for those of you guys who are watching here with me right now. And don't worry about the noise in the back. My kids are behind me. It's all good. They are just having fun. Just want to make sure that you guys are not going crazy. Yes, yes, those are really kids' voices you're hearing. But it's all good. You guys, it's Friday. It's Friday, April 17th. And I wanted to continue to just meet with you guys. And hopefully, you guys are all safe. Hopefully, you guys are okay. And today I wanted to talk about. I did one of these topics previously. I think it was like last week. I talked about what do parents do with their kids right now, and I gave you guys a couple of ideas of what every parent should be doing with their kids during this time, and just to be aware that your kids are with you all day, so they're going to be even more observant. They're going to be more observant of what you are doing and how you are responding and reacting to everything that's happening right now. And I'm on Facebook Live right here, YouTube Live right here, youtube.com/PJS Center. That is my YouTube channel. Go check it out. And then I'm on Instagram over here. Leave comments down below, guys, or use the YouTube Live chat and let me know who's here. Let me know if you're safe. Use this time to network with each other. But today, you guys, I want to talk about parents. Maybe you don't have elementary kids anymore. Maybe you guys have kids that are in junior high. You have kids that are in high school. What do you guys do with them? During lockdown, I said this yesterday that right now our faith is being exposed. Our faith is being exposed, and hopefully it's being exposed in good light. Hopefully it's being exposed for the strong faith that it is, and this relationship, the authentic relationship you really do have with Christ, and hopefully it's being exposed in the fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5:22-23. But as a parent, you're also kind of being exposed. But as a parent, this is also a time where you absolutely must be still leading your children and shepherding your children, but in relation to what's going on right now during this crisis. Right now, all your kids, most of your kids, I'm in California, but most of our kids are at home in the stay-at-home shelter during this COVID-19 lockdown. My kids are right behind me. They're painting. It's their spring break right now, but if it's not their spring break, they're doing the homeschool thing. And if your kids are in junior high and high school, they are Generation Z, and this is a perfect time and actually an opportunity. Parents, don't miss this opportunity if your kids are in junior high and high school. And parents, I want to tell you, number one, if you have kids in junior high school and they're doing the homeschool thing, don't just let them all day after they do school just to get on Netflix or YouTube or TikTok and just stay in their bedroom stuck to their screen or their phone or their laptop all day. This is actually an opportunity, parents, for you to make sure that your children understand. And at a junior high, high school level, they have a little bit more of a maturity. They have a little bit more of intelligence than someone who's in first grade. And they kind of get it, what's going on. But let them know the seriousness of what's going on. And don't let them just blow off all their time with Netflix and all these things. Instead, number two, something that you should be doing, something that I believe you should be doing, and it's an opportunity, but uh, get your junior high and high school children involved. Get them involved with what is happening. Now, I don't mean that, yeah, I'll go out and start volunteering and doing things like that. That's a sensitive issue, and that's up to you, okay? That's something that you need to decide. But that is an example. My church, I'm a pastor at a church called Saddleback Church. We have something called a food bank, and I see junior high, high school students there volunteering, serving, putting together these bags of food. We're doing the social distance thing. Everyone's wearing masks and gloves, things like that, and they're doing that. But again, that's a sensitive issue. So maybe you don't feel comfortable doing that. That's okay. That's up to you. Okay, when I say should, this is not like you have to do this, but should is a macro, and there's a lot of different ways you could do that. But another way that you could get your junior high students or junior high children and high school children involved is make sure that if they're on social media, and most likely there are, Gen Z is kind of, they grew up with social media. They never understood life without social media. All right, get them to be involved in social media by posting about what's going on, and it could be simple posts. It could be stuff like, hey, post more and say thank you to all the nurses and doctors and healthcare workers. Now, your junior high students and your high school children, they might ask like, why would I do that? That makes no sense. Okay, that's not what I use my social media for. And again, parents, this is a time for you to teach your children. Parents, I believe that you are the main shepherd of your children, and parents, this is a time where you need to teach your children why they should be doing that, why they should be taking the opportunity to post something like that on social media, why that just because they think their Facebook or their Instagram or TikTok is so personal to them, and they're doing some sort of like specific strategy, and it's going to mess up their feed or their page. Teach them that this is not a time to have some perfect work of art. This is a time where you are mature enough, junior high, high school child, you are mature enough to to get involved through social media, and write a simple post and say thank you, because your friends need to see that. Your friends need to see you do something that maybe you don't normally do, and they need to read that. They need to read that you wrote a post saying thank you to healthcare workers, because this is something that is helpful. This is something that is indirectly helpful, but it shows that your junior high and high school children are getting involved, that they know that how serious this is. To all the children who are at home and they're just binge watching shows and just watching movies all day after they do their homeschool thing, okay? Maybe they don't understand the seriousness of what's going on. Maybe they think, okay, I get it. There's like this deadly virus, and okay, I just have to stay home, and be safe, and that's it. That's kind of like the boundary right there. That is the capacity of what they think is happening right now. But again, parents, this is a time and an opportunity where you teach them, yes, we're staying home to be safe, okay, but we also need to be thinking about others right now. And you need to be thinking about others right now. And it's not just all about you. It's not just all about us and our safety, even though that's important, but we also need to be getting involved and doing something that I said before in my previous shows, which is offer more positive posting in social media. And so, parents, lead your junior high, your high school children to post positive things. Lead your junior high and high school children to expand their mind, and that staying at home and being stuck in this COVID-19 lockdown isn't just about them and being safe, but right now we also have a part to play by giving thanks, by sewing masks. There's another idea. Get your junior high and high school children involved by maybe actually doing acts of kindness. Sewing masks. There's a lot of people sewing masks at home. You could find tons and tons of tutorials online on how to do that. And then your junior high school student is going to ask you, why do we have to do this? I don't get it. Other people are doing it. Or I thought the government was shipping a bunch of masks to hospitals. They're going to ask you these questions. And parent, mom, dad, guardian, whoever you are, this is a time for you to teach your children the reason why we're doing this, the reason why you're doing it. It's because we need to play our part. It's because we need to be thinking about all those people in need. It's because we don't want to just stay at home and just enjoy time for ourselves. But I'm trying to teach you that this is a very serious time and we need to be thinking about others. And if you're a Christian, this is exactly what we should be doing, to show acts of kindness, to show acts of generosity, to show acts of compassion, to be thinking about others, the hurting, the ones who are in pain, the ones who are struggling right now without food, the business that been shut down. To a junior high student, they're not thinking about any of this stuff maybe. They do their homeschool thing and they go play their Fortnite or they go build their Minecraft city. So parents, get your students involved, get your children involved by explaining to them this is bigger than what you might think. Therefore, I'm going to lead you, I'm going to teach you, we're going to do this together, and we're going to sew some masks because healthcare workers are running out of masks. A high school student might not be thinking about this. They're just thinking like, great, I get to just watch whatever I want on TV now because I can't go outside anyways. Parents, don't let your junior high and high school children just sit at home all day having time to themselves only. I don't want anyone to misinterpret me. I'm not asking you to turn your house or apartment into some sort of factory where now your children are being burnt out because they're just sewing masks like 10 hours a day. But but lead them. This is a time, an opportunity, parents, for you to lead your children. So posting on social media, giving thanks, sewing masks. Another thing is doing actual videos together as a family or just themselves. You know, they're posting videos anyways on TikTok. So you tell your children, hey, let's post a video. Why don't you post a video right now about saying thank you to nurses and doctors, or post a video right now about how you feel about COVID-19 and maybe praying, giving a prayer to all those that need prayer. Get your children involved in the fight. Get your children involved with what's happening right now. So posting media now. Maybe they have a YouTube channel. Tell them to just for 1 day a week to stop posting pranks or just funny videos or whatever they're doing, and post a video about their thoughts on COVID-19 and giving a thanks to not just healthcare workers, but even to teachers, you know, their teachers. Why would they do that? That's a weird one, right? Why would any student post a video saying thanks to their teachers? Again, they're going to ask you, that's weird. I'm not going to do that. Parents, that's when you lead. That's when you teach them. Teachers, they need some emotional support right now. They're going bonkers. They're trying to figure out this whole homeschool thing too. So again, another idea, another opportunity, parents, for you to lead your junior high and high school children and get them involved with what's going on right now, making sure that they know the seriousness of what's going on right now, and preventing them from just being in their room all day and wasting most of their time, which is just binge watching shows. Okay, watching TV is okay, but there needs to be a little bit more balance. There needs to be a little bit more balance. And so there's posting on social media, there's making videos, there's sewing masks. And here's another idea: lead your children, take advantage of the opportunity, and maybe they could donate. They could donate their money. Maybe they have a job. Maybe they had a job. Whatever it is that they have stashed away. Maybe asking them, hey, there's a church right now. whether it's your church or another church and they have a food bank. I want you to think about donating some of your money because they're running out of food. They need more food. They need more, even masks and supplies, things like that. And why don't you donate some of your money? And that, I'm sure, is going to get a question. Why would I do that? Why do I have to do that? I worked hard for this money. And then, mom, dad, this is your chance. This is your opportunity to get involved and lead your children so that they understand that that money is not their money. It was never their money. Malachi chapter 3, verse 7 through 12, right? It was never their money. God owns everything. That the money, that paycheck is on loan to you and I. God owns all the money. And we go back to the New Testament, and you need to be generous with your money. It's not even yours. This is why we give offerings to church. We give back to God because He's the one who gave to us. So, parents, there's so many opportunities right now. There are so many opportunities for you to be teaching your children and leading your children and shepherding your children during this COVID-19 crisis, during the stay-at-home shelter lockdown. And don't miss out. Don't miss out. And don't let your junior high and high school children miss out either on the many different things that they could be doing right now during this lockdown. And so those are some ideas I had. I'm sure maybe some of you guys have other ideas, but the main thing here, parents, is that on a daily basis, okay, and I really do mean daily basis, get your children together and pray together. I mean, you're trying to make sure that your children are not forgetting about what's going on right now. Not like you're trying to make them feel pain or something like that, but don't let them just um, go into kind of like a selfish mindset or kind of like a individual mindset where like, okay, it's just my time now. But you're reminding them, if anything, daily praying right now should be happening. And again, it makes sure that your kids know that this is a serious time. This is not just time for me to build my robot at home, whatever it is that your kids do. That this is a serious time where people are dying. People are dying. That people are losing jobs. People have no idea what to do for rent the next month. Um, Parents are extremely worried about their parents because they're at these nursing homes and they can't see them. They can't even get in contact with them. There's so many bad things happening right now, and daily praying together as a family is such an important thing. We're praying that God would, of course, get rid of this virus. God would heal people. That somehow all these people who are unemployed will be taken care of. That quickly we'll figure things out. That a vaccine will come, a cure will come. That there are so many people in grief right now because they have lost loved ones to the virus, that they have just lost their job, that they are scrambling right now because they maybe have to move out because they can't afford rent. Just imagine how many people are in pain and grief. We have to pray for them. So that's the easiest thing to do, but it's probably one of the most important things to do. Every day, pray with your kids. Tell your kids, hey, pray by yourselves too every day. So many doctors and nurses scared at their mind, tired, working like 12-hour shifts, like 5 days in a row. It's insane. And your children need to be praying for these people. They are tired. They're scared. They're scared. So many nurses and doctors. Tell your children, so many nurses and doctors can't even be with their own families right now. They are sleeping in hotels, sleeping in their cars, some of them even sleeping in their garages in a tent because they're so afraid of bringing the virus into their home and getting their wife or husband or children infected. I mean, these are things that your children should know, again, not just so they feel bad, but so that they're praying for them. So, parents, for those of you who are just joining in, if you have children who are in junior high and high school, there's so much opportunity on the table. There's so much on the table that you don't want to miss out on, and there's just so much that I hope you can be doing right now with your children right now, leading them well, shepherding them well, and of course teaching them well right now, and to get them involved with what's happening, to not let them just go into a selfish mindset where it's just about their own safety. But as a Christian, as a follower of Christ, no, we're always compassionate about others. We're always thinking about others. As a church, we are a light to the city, and we're always thinking about others and how to show love to them. Second greatest commandment: love one another, love your neighbor as yourself. How are your junior high and high school children doing that right now? How are they loving one another right now? And again, loving one another doesn't mean just loving your friends, loving the people that love you. No, loving others. This needs to be happening more. Kindness needs to be going up. That needs to be happening more. Parents, teach your children that we're rallying together because we are better together. And this is the only way we're going to defeat this. This is a time where boundaries and limitations based upon social things or cultural things or even religious boundaries, that those, uh, yes, we still have our own beliefs. We're not getting rid of our beliefs, but those boundaries in terms of love and compassion and generosity, those go away. Luke chapter 10, verse 25, parable of the Good Samaritan. There are no boundaries when it comes to loving one another. So parents, I hope you guys can do that. I hope you guys are getting involved. Lead your children well. This is a time for, especially for junior high and high school children, they can do so much more than a first grader. And I don't want to diminish a first grader at all, but there's more things that they can do and what they're involved with and their intelligence at that level. They could articulate things a little bit better and get them involved. Um, I am the world's okayest pastor. I'm just okay. Uh, I'm just trying to do this to offer ideas to you. And of course, make sure you're all safe and healthy. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll try my best to be back on Monday. If you guys caught my live show yesterday, it's been a rough week. My wife was sick. She got tested for COVID-19. It came back negative, which is great. So that's why I wasn't here on Tuesday and Wednesday. But I'll try my best to be back here Monday. It's just kind of day to day. It's just new surprises happen. And hopefully you guys show me grace. Thanks for watching, guys. For those of you watching on Facebook and Instagram, check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/PJS Center. You might like some of the things I got on there. I got some pour over coffee shows and other interviews. And if you guys like it, hopefully you guys will subscribe. And I hope that you guys stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching here on Instagram.